Hello, welcome to the next daily update. And today it's Sunday. It was a family day, so there wasn't that much of a work done. But you know, kind of to continue with this tradition and kind of to build up the momentum and the habit, I decided to record a quick update, anyways. Today, what I want to go through is something that I was figuring out today, which is kind of counting your macros and figuring out the food, because some of the concepts are also translatable, I believe, to the business. Because what I was thinking about today is how to optimize my environment and make eating healthy food or food with the macros that are in line with my goals, how to make it as easy as possible. So what I want to do first is check YouTube stats, and I was checking in the morning. I have a hunch it wasn't going well really today, but let's check it. So if we look at the YouTube studio and we look at the daily channel, we still have one subscriber. We have 4 views, which is, it's not nothing. So let's log that. April 27th, and we started with daily channel. We still have kind of 1 subscriber, so I guess it is what it is. And then for the main channel, by the way, I'm seeing that the percentage is wrong, so I will get to fixing it in a second. But it seems like we actually got 1 new subscriber, 204. So why I was saying that I have a hunch that it wasn't going that well today, basically in the morning I checked it and there was 202 subscribers, so it kind of went down, but seems like it went up again, and we had a growth of 0.5%, which is a small growth, but it's not nothing. And now for here, okay, for some reason the formula didn't get kind of copied. Okay, so now everything is working correctly. So yeah, slowly, very slowly growing. If we would continue on trajectory like this, I would hit 500 subscribers in a year. Hopefully that will be a bit quicker. But what I wanted to talk about today is kind of macros, right? And how I want to go about setting up my food. So the idea is, right now I'm around 70 kilos and I'm trying to, bulk a bit, get more weight, get more muscle. And for that, I need to eat more. And to be honest, it's something I need to consciously work on, because I don't have that big of an appetite. And if I just eat according to my normal appetite, there's no way I will ever gain weight and gain muscle. So there is like some assumptions to make. So the first one is number of daily calories, right? That's like one of the most important metric to start with. And for this one, there are some basal metabolic calculator. So basically what you're trying to do, BMR, what you're trying to do based on your age, height, your weight, you calculate your basal metabolic rate, which is basically the amount of calories that your body burns in a day if you wouldn't do anything. And then, you add again with this kind of calculator, you already have it in here, you add the calories from doing activity. So in this case, and let me actually try doing this. I'm not sure what's my weight exactly, but okay, I'm doing like exercise like around 1 to 3 times a week as of now. So the value that I calculated before is that to bulk, to gain some weight, I should eat around 2,750 calories, which kind of works out. Seems like with this level of activity, my maintenance calorie count should be around 2,300. So 400 on top of that to kind of progress and get more weight seems reasonable. And now with around 70 kilos, what I want to do is protein goal, which is the amount of protein that I want to have every day. And I just double my body weight in kilograms, so that's around 140. And now I can count calories from protein. And we'll get, so 1 gram of protein actually has like 4 calories, I believe. So let's just write the formula. 140 times 4. So every day I will eat 560 calories from protein, and now calories remaining and that will be the number of daily calories minus the calories from protein. It's 2190. And basically what I'm trying to say is that, you know, I'm not a big workout guy or like eating healthy guy. I'm just trying to do a lot of work, and you know, that's kind of my passion. I didn't come from the bodybuilding space, but what I'm trying to do is kind of, first of all, the 2 most important metrics that I want to start with: eat more calories than I kind of use, and hit a protein goal, which is, you know, for each kilogram of body weight, eat 2 grams of protein, which is quite a high protein goal, but you know, why not if I want to do some exercise. And with this, I will front load the protein intake, which is very important for muscle recovery. And to be honest, at this stage, I don't care about where the rest of the calories come in from. So I will just try to eat this amount of protein, 140 grams, and then eat whatever to hit the calorie count. And something I probably need to do to kind of track the progress, track my weight. So that would be that would kind of, I think, make sense. Track my weight first to see progress, but also I probably need like some time, you know, to see if this is working. But then at some point I should evaluate calorie count. So all of these calculators that I showed you, the BMR calculator, all of that is just estimates, right? So probably after 2 weeks, let's say, after 14 days, I will need to evaluate if I'm actually losing weight, gaining weight, or my weight is staying the same, to see if this assumption was correct. And the second thing that I need to do is track my macros. Why do I need to do this? Well, to know if I am eating my protein goal and hitting my calorie goal. I think this is kind of self-explanatory. If I don't track this, then, you know, how do I know if I'm going in the right direction? And the third thing, and that's the thing that I mentioned, that I feel like is very similar when it comes to kind of doing anything in your personal life, like trying to gain weight and build muscle with business. So make it as easy as possible to hit the goal. And basically what I'm talking about is that every single human has a limited kind of resources when it comes to, you know, your willpower, or just in general the things that you can focus on and that you can consistently do. So what I'm trying to do is design my environment in a way which makes it very easy to kind of, for now, just do these 2 things. Those are the 2 most important goals. And to that, how to make it easy. So basically, first of all, what I'm trying to do is eat breakfast that's the same every day, and that I have the macros calculated. So there is very little variance, but it's moving me towards that goal. So eat the same breakfast. Now for the breakfast that I came up with, or it's something I was eating before already, it's a kind of protein shake. And by the way, guys, if if you're looking for a fresh protein shake, this is something I recommend. So there's 45 grams of whey protein, chocolate shake, or just chocolate flavor. Then there is 25-ish grams of peanut butter for some fats and kind of getting the calories count up. Then there is milk, 250 milliliters of milk. Now I don't like skimmed milk, so this will be full fat milk. You can also do almond milk if you want to, but I think normal milk just tastes better. And the last kind of secret ingredient is one banana, but kind of already prepared banana the night before, put it in the freezer, and then add the frozen banana and blend all of it together. The frozen banana kind of gives it a better texture, and this is just a really, really great protein shake taste wise. So but freeze it the night before. Now I don't have the exact numbers in front of me right now. I was calculating it before. I think this is somewhere around 450 calories, something like that. And a lot of it, this will be around 38 grams of protein. Then there is a bit of protein in peanut butter, a bit of protein in the milk. So I think it comes to like 50 grams of protein or something, which is very good. And it's also, you just drink it, so very easy calories. Now, what I also want to do is eat the same dinner. And basically, again, I want to simplify it as much as possible. For dinner, the current kind of setting is a steak, 200 to 250 grams of steak. Then 4 eggs, and there are kind of multiple different reasons for this to it, but again, a really, really good source of protein and source of cholesterol, which is a precursor to testosterone, which is also important when you're trying to lift. So 4 eggs, and then 1 to 2 slices of bread with butter. I really like bread, to be honest. By the way, I'm talking about like this kind of bread, not toast bread. I really like bread, and again, in terms of trying to make it as easy as possible to eat healthy, bread is extremely easy. You just cut it, and with butter, again, I can load it with calories and kind of get the calorie intake, because for me it's actually a problem getting enough calories. For some of you guys who are on a diet, the problem would be the opposite. And now the big if, or like, what is lunch, right? So lunch, I feel like, is the most difficult meal in the day to get right, because first of all, it can be something extra heavy, or else I won't be able to do any work. And it also should be something very simple that I'm able to cook during the day, because I can't meal prep. I hate it. I hate the taste of kind of warmed up boxed meals. So I can't do that. I need some fresh meal. I usually used to go to a restaurant for lunch, but you don't have the control over the kind of what goes into the meal. So when you're trying to control your macros, that's not really viable. So what I'm trying to do now is kind of figure out 5, and that's kind of my task, I guess, for tomorrow or some other. Yeah, like let's do it tomorrow. Task: figure out 5 meals that hit macros. Should be, I think I was doing the calculation for the dinner and for the breakfast, so this should be around 1200 calories. Figure out 5 meals, and so 1200 calories. I think protein goal actually doesn't matter that much because the protein is kind of in the dinner and in the breakfast, but this is one thing. And then another thing, under 30 minutes to make, under 30 minutes ideally I should be able. So for instance, for tomorrow, one of the meals, I already have one that I want to try that I kind of like, and it's tikka masala with rice. And it's a meal that you can prepare, a lot of the ingredients. You need to marinate the meat, you need to kind of chop some vegetables, but you can prepare it the night before. So actually on the day when it's middle of the work day, I don't need to spend time with all that prep work. So it should also be meals that are easy, that are possible as much as possible, when it's viable to prepare them the night before, but not cook them yet, because as I mentioned, I really don't like that. But prepare all the ingredients so then I can just do the actual cooking on the day. So I'm not sure how to write that in a compendious manner, but kind of make it easy to prepare ingredients night before. And yeah, I think for now that's it. That's the most important. Maybe fourth criteria, not so many ingredients. And fifth criteria, if I would be able to create meals, in a way that I can use the same ingredients for multiple meals, that would be the best, because I wouldn't need to do that much chopping and add complexity to that. So try to make the meals from the same ingredients, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, that's it, I suppose. Now we'll see how it goes. And if you guys have any tips for good, easy, healthy lunch meals, or any kind of tricks how to make yourself stick to the eating goals, let me know. Because as I mentioned, I feel like both in business but in personal life, the environment design is very important. So I want to make it as easy as possible for me to stick to that. That being said, of course, I don't have any junk food or anything like that at home. I want to do shopping once a week. And to be honest, I will probably use the delivery, so I don't need to do it manually. And that second thing, once I have meal plan, just create a shopping list in the delivery app to receive the goods for the week. Again, something I think is very important. Once I have the meals figured out, I will just create a shopping list in the delivery app, so then with a one click of a button I can all get it right at my doorstep, and I don't need to do any thinking, or there is as little of friction as possible. Also, I want to experiment with making the protein shake night before. So again, in the morning I usually don't want to do anything, and I'm really lazy to cook the breakfast in the morning. So if I could just make this the night before and then just drink it in the morning, that would be ideal. And to be honest, I'm not sure if it will be possible because of the frozen banana. I'm not sure if it will not kind of tinker with the taste and with the richness of the protein shake that's made with the frozen banana, but I will try that. And yeah, for now, that's probably all of the things that I will do. Let me know if you have any good ideas or any good experiences when it comes to this. And yeah, Monday tomorrow, so let's get back to work. I still have some personal things that I need to take care of during the day, so it won't be a full-on work day, or it will be broken up kind of in parts. But I really believe that tomorrow I can make a good progress on my agency when it comes to the automation agency, and I also have some calls when it comes to the education agencies. So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. If you have any questions, let me down below, like, comment, share,